This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and, well, first, welcome to my 1 year anniversary video. I'm also going to have one, kind of, thanking everyone, for subscribing and stuff like that, which will probably be out in a little bit. But this is an Improv What If, where I'm just honestly seeing this would work for the fun of it. And since no one voted, I'm going with the first option of what if Alderaan had a giant mirror? And, well, the reason I'm doing that is because I think honestly it'd be funny and something that I probably shouldn't script out because of how ridiculous it could be. And, we're going to assume that a giant mirror could reflect the Death Star's laser. And that is, going to be the basic premise of it. But let's go take a look at this. And I'm going to try to do minimal cuts. The only time I'll be cutting is if I'm interrupted. But it's all off the top of my head. And, well, let's just see how this goes. The Death Star is above Alderaan, and Tarkin is threatening Princess Leia to give the plans, the location of the rebel base. Leia lies and tells Tarkin Dantooine, but seeing Dantooine as too small of a target, Tarkin orders for the Death Star to fire, and Leia is surprised, but meanwhile on the bottom of the planet, there is a great art exhibit opening, a giant mirror to show what is in space, since, of course, Alderaan is the, art center of the galaxy, and this amazing creation is just being unveiled. As they pull the sheet off, they see a giant green light flying down. Everyone is terrified, but this laser hits the giant mirror, reflecting off and going right back up. And above the planet, Tarkin and Vader are looking in the Death Star, surprised. But no, there's not enough time to escape. And the laser of the Death Star reflects back, hitting the Death Star, blowing it up. And the people of Alderaan are very confused as they look at the explosion above, wondering what that was. And back in Coruscant, Palpatine feels a great disturbance in the Force. His apprentice is dead. He is very confused, has no idea what is going on, and is angry. When he goes to check on what's happening, no one knows for sure. They have no idea what happened, and they are very confused. But based on some communications coming up from the Death Star, Palpatine is eventually able to put together that somehow the blast from Death Star was sent back and destroyed the station. Palpatine is now enraged. He has lost his apprentice, he has lost his most powerful weapon, and he has lost most of the senior Imperial leaders. The Empire is in far worse state now than it was with the original destruction of the Death Star. And at this time, the Millennium Falcon arrives on Alderaan to meet with Bail Organa. When they come and explain what is going on, Bail, one of the few people able to piece it together, but Nano's daughter was aboard, asks what happened, and Obi-Wan, who felt a disturbance in the Force that, well, Leia has died, tells Bail that Leia has died in the Death Star. Bail is devastated, but knows the Empire will be there soon, and leads for a mass evacuation of all, rebel sympathizers on the planet to move off and go to Yavin, where they manage to escape just in time, as minutes later, the Imperial fleet, led by Palpatine, comes, and now Alderaan is completely quarantined. But, well, all the things have been initially worse. Palpatine knows he is not going to be able to find an apprentice in time, and will have to replace Vader. And, well, he knows this because he sensed a few months ago that his former apprentice Maul was killed. And I'm pretty sure it was a few months ago. It might have been a year, but I know it was close to the events of A New Hope. And continuing on, Palpatine doesn't have really any Inquisitors left, since they've all mainly died. I'm not sure if there's any alive, but we'll just assume they're all dead. And his greatest apprentice, Vader, is dead, so we'll have to search out the galaxy for someone worthy to replace Vader. And, well, he doesn't know who they will be. So, Palpatine is returning to the planet, but the rebellion is growing in numbers, with many people being inspired with the death of Darth Vader, and more to go up against the Empire, knowing that there is now a chance with many of the Imperial leadership being dead, with most of the major ones that would terrify them, like Vader and Tarkin, being gone. This leads to more widespread rebellion, but Obi-Wan knows that what's going to happen, and also with this, Han Solo was paid and went off to pay off Jabba, since he hasn't had too many interactions with Luke and Obi-Wan. He's only really just taken them to Alderaan, and Bail, not really trusting him, has sent Han off on his way, and Han has been able to pay off Jabba, making him having, although not the great life he would have with Leia, still being able to continue on as a smuggler and see no real change in him. But looking at the events of the rebellion, Luke is now really the last of the three of the main original trilogy characters left, and of course Obi-Wan now knows that Palpatine's going to be taking things on personally, realizing things could be much worse, and telling Bail that he has to train Luke, that, well, there is no other way. And Obi-Wan and Luke go to Dagobah, and on Dagobah they begin to train. Luke trains for years as Palpatine goes and is devastating the rebellion and war. Palpatine, leading Imperial forces himself, goes and decimates anyone that was standing in his way, since no one could stand up to his great power, and him being far more powerful than Vader makes him even more feared and the initial boost the rebellion had from the destruction of Alderaan is pushed down with how powerful Palpatine is seen to be. And at the same time, Palpatine has the second Death Star being constructed and finding ways to get past the way it was destroyed after being able to piece together exactly what happened from some people that were terrified of him that told him on Alderaan of the Death Star's laser reflecting off the giant mirror. So, Palpatine has found ways to make this work, and now he is ready to go and take out all in the galaxy. But at the time, as the second Death Star is close to being finished, Luke Skywalker has finished his Jedi training with both Obi-Wan and Yoda, and the two Jedi Masters know it is time to go and confront the Sith Lord. They also do tell Luke that Vader was his father, Anakin Skywalker, knowing that Palpatine may try to use that if he figures it out. And Luke, ready to go, prepares for a journey to the second Death Star. The Jedi go to what remains of the rebellion, which is actually a lot smaller now because of them always being on the run and being devastated by Palpatine. The rebellion agrees to help cause a distraction to hopefully win in the battle. But we now go to, well, Endor. We'll say that Palpatine decides to build this in place because why not? And Luke, Obi-Wan, and Yoda go to infiltrate the Death Star, where Palpatine is, but the Rebel fleet is going to distract Palpatine, well, the fleet, so Palpatine can't get any more reinforcements. And they're, of course, doing it at other positions to draw the fleet away, because they know they stand no chance against Palpatine using battle meditation. So they are trying to draw forces away, and since Palpatine won't be able to concentrate on that as he is fighting the three Jedi, he definitely knows that this will not be able to happen as well. So the Rebel fleet jumps out of lightspeed at different positions, attacking Imperial bases, forcing the Imperial fleet to go to different positions, and Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda all enter into the Death Star, well, the Death Star's throne room, and here they go to fight the Sith Lord. Palpatine looks at them all with extreme anger and just starts to laugh. He knows that they stand no chance against him. Palpatine begins, dropping two lightsabers to his hand and igniting them, and Luke ignites his father's saber, Obi-Wan ignites his, and Yoda, who knows he would need one, has built one using pieces and the crystal that Luke initially would have used for his, and we'll just say that is Qui-Gon's crystal, since that's what we, of course, know of. And the three Jedi go to fight Palpatine. But this time, Palpatine, of course, did have a pretty good idea of what was going on, and although he has not yet found an apprentice, has told them, all the Imperials, to go and eliminate the rebels, predicting what would happen. And as the three Jedi go to fight Palpatine, The rebel fleet is almost nearly decimated, and few have survived, but the three Jedi go and fight Palpatine. Palpatine sees that Yoda is still a great threat, even though he has been out of practice for a while. But to him, the greatest threat is truly Luke, whose youth and its speed and everything is a great threat, and Palpatine sees opportunity in Luke. He knows that if he could go and turn Luke to the dark side, he would have a powerful apprentice once again, and decides to go for the weakest link, and goes to a full force of his attacks at Obi-Wan, and cuts down the Jedi Master, who just turns into his robes, disappearing into the Force. And at this, never seen before, Palpatine is shocked, and this does not get the response out of Luke that he thinks. Luke knows that Obi-Wan and Yoda may not have survived going into this, and Luke is just more determined than ever to go and push on to go after Palpatine. Palpatine is now terrified. He sees that there's almost no way out of this, and thinks that maybe there's a way for him to go and get to a new body. But at this, Yoda and Luke, pushing forward, go and push Palpatine back and disarming him instead of killing him. They put him under arrest, but Palpatine, wanting to be able to escape to his body, jumps over the ledge of the Death Star to his death. But Yoda, being wise in the Force, calls upon the Force Ghosts, knowing that Palpatine was going to try something like this, and is able to prevent the spirit of Palpatine from being able to escape, permanently banishing it. And doing this, it has exhausted the old Jedi Master, and he begins to die both of old age and from his immense use of the Force in this fight. Yoda passes on also, becoming a Force Ghost, and Luke, although saddened, knows that he has to finish this, and Luke goes to disable the Death Star. Going and overloading the core, Luke is able to steal, and, well, he's able to just escape in the ship he goes in. He came in, and escapes as the Death Star explodes behind him, and this throws the Imperials into complete chaos. Although they have decimated most of the Rebel fleet, they've also lost their leadership, and now Luke Skywalker has inspired hope, and the people who were too afraid to go up against Palpatine now see their opportunity. And as the people of the galaxy rise up and go to take on the Imperials, Luke Skywalker is leading them. The Force Ghosts of Obi-Wan and Yoda look on, thinking that this may be for the best. Palpatine has been permanently killed. Luke leads the galaxy in freedom, but they are saddened that so many good men and women had to die, including Luke's sister Leia, and more, but now becoming a far more disconnected person, Han Solo, instead of becoming the great hero he has become one of the most ruthless criminals in the entire galaxy, and seeing the power vacuum left behind by the Empire and how weak the New Republic is, decides to lead a coup against some of the other criminal organizations, including leading to the death of Jabba the Hutt. And Han Solo, now fully evil, prepares to lead conquest against the galaxy, teaming up with his former friend and now girlfriend Kira, leading a very dark and powerful Imperial, leading up of Imperial remnant and criminals to declare war on the newly formed Republic. And honestly, I had a lot of fun making that. I think it was just fun to go and, take a more ridiculous concept and just play it out off the top of my head. I kind of cut once because I noticed that there was a slight problem on the video, so I had to go and, change that a little bit. But that was, like a 10-15 second thing, so this was all, right off the top of my head, and I had a lot of fun with it. I think that this is definitely an interesting way to do stuff, although I am still going to be doing scripted what ifs. I'll be able to do stuff like this a little more, often, since this is just, off the top of my head. I don't have to, think on script things out, which does take a while. So, that's a real plus. And it was fun to do. It was just fun to, I didn't know exactly what I was going to go with, but I still had a lot of fun doing this. I think that this is a great setup for, me to do more videos based on. And I wonder if you liked it. I certainly had fun doing this, and although I will be having a video out, this is going to be less than 30 minutes, so probably more like 22 minutes, so it'll be like in maybe, it's probably go up to 23, 24, so like 6 or 7 minutes. I'm going to be having a video thanking you all for subscribing and everything you've done for this channel. I am definitely grateful to all of you. But that'll be a little more, in depth in a video that'll be taking place in, right now, 7 minutes, but it will be in, some fun times. So I'm gonna definitely be doing that. Look out for the next year of content. I am thankful to all of you for subscribing, but I'll be a little more in depth with that in now about 7.5 minutes. But I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.